Hi, Daniel,
Hi, Mike.
and hello, listeners. Welcome to Monday Night Twitch. I'm Mike, the WanderingTook. This is
What's with
Daniel,
the strange intro?
the BigFomLof.
Hi.
Did I catch all you
I
off
like
guard too?
I like having the in front of Big Foam Love. Makes it sound actually disturbing.
Like there's only one.
Yeah.
Well, welcome once again to the Dark Matter campaign. This is scenario 3B. But
What
we're
happened to
actually
3A, Mike?
we can do scenario 3's in any order, and there are three of them.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
synopsis.
We
First of
need it.
all, Axolotl, the man
Thank
who
you.
goes by Axolotl. Uh, I shouldn't say that. I actually don't know his gender or
The entity.
name
The
or the
entity.
entity. There. Oh, I like that. I like that. Designed Dark Matter. It's a fan made campaign based off of Path to Carcosa. Apparently uses some of the cards, and it looks like it's a kind of a sequel in a sense.
And
And
Lord,
it's
is it
really
good.
cool. It is
So
really,
far,
really cool.
that was a
So
really creepy school he made last week.
yeah, it was. It was. So recap. We woke up from cryosleep going, what the heck? We're from the 1920s. Why do we even know what cryosleep is? And then the memory started coming back, right? So we are.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I don't quite know what happened between them and now, if our consciousness was moved or what, but we're part of a cult. And we know that we were part of a cult to bring the heir to Hastur uh, to release her. And we know she's trapped on some fragment of Carcosa. Now, everything kind of went to hell during that mission, and we lost our memories. We were put in cryosleep. The computer on the ship that we were on basically realized what the heck it was we were doing, and then the AI took over and just killed everything. So
Thank
we
God.
are little children now, and we're not evil anymore. We're trying to stop the thing from happening that we were trying to do before, as far as we know. So
Okay.
we're trying to find the lost fragments to this rock from Carcosa, something like that, before the rest of the cultists do. Does that
Because
make
we're good
sense?
people now. Yep.
Apparently. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah. Right. We've been bamboozled by these things before.
Yes. So we found out that our spaceship was the AI was built off of the brainwaves of a bunch of children, five of them, I believe, and we managed
Hmm.
to save them all by going into
Yeah,
their
we were
virtual
great.
dreamscape. It's really neat. And now here we are going after one of the fragments in scenario 3B, which is in the shadow of Earth.
And what is the particular thing we're looking for tonight, Mike? Or should I just let the story reveal that?
We're gonna
We
let
we made this choice on purpose, right?
just because it sounded kind of cool, if I jump back a
Okay.
couple pages when it tells all the different
We're,
branches.
we're
So
looking
we,
at trace two here.
yeah,
Yeah.
thorough analysis of the archives has revealed evidence of hacking into the mainframe of an Earth survey vessel named the Nostalgia
What?
2, and several references to a quarantine and to trust no one. If you can establish contact with the crew, maybe you can figure out what the cultists were looking for. So
And
we're actually
that's what
we're backtracking a little bit, and we're trying to see through our logs what we were
sure.
doing before, so that we can figure out where to go next. So this is
Correct.
our first path we're going on.
It's exciting.
It is. Well, would you like to read us some story?
It is story time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scenario 3B in the shadow of Earth. In the middle of the 21st century, Earth was in complete chaos. Rioting, crime, madness, and worse had become the order of the day for the entire world. In a last ditch of effort, two of the arcs were completed and the third vessel was stripped for parts. The two completed vessels set out for Mars, each carrying 3,000 humans in suspended animation. One vessel, the Liberty, suffered a massive power failure and the crew and passengers were killed. The other ship, Hope, eventually reached Mars. Maya Information Archives.
Huh. You know what that
Okay.
means.
Yeah.
We're not either of those ships.
The planet Earth, what used to be humanity's sanctuary, is now abandoned to the madness of the ancient ones. There's very little information of what remains on the Earth, but if anyone would attempt to send out a transmission, survey vessels stationed around the planet, such as the Nostalgia 2, would hear those calls. The trip itself was uneventful, and you spend your days watching the blue dot of Earth grow and grow in size. Around the time you can finally recognize a few of the continents, the Tatterdemalion picks up a lonely and distant beat, the echo of the Nostalgia 2's distress beacon. You try to hail the crew with your radios, but there's no response. The Tatterdemalion begins its deceleration, and with no time to waste, you prepare to board the godforsaken ship.
Okay, we have no idea what this is. Okay, so we're going to a ship. Now, once again, we have what's
Oof.
called the scanning. Actually, I'm going to do this in a slightly different order. I'm going to go back to the map and explain what's going on here. So if I zoom out a bit, you'll see that under the scenario reference card, there is a face down card. If you go up to the top,
Okay.
there is a deck of evidence cards. It
Yep.
told me to put one card underneath the scenario reference card, plus one card for every 3 points under Impending Doom. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't had any Impending Doom yet.
I recall no impending doom.
I believe this is the mechanic for helping the game keep pace with us, since we can go to any 3 of these in any order.
Understood.
I bet you
Okay.
we're going to get Impending Doom, and that things that give us Impending Doom are probably bad. Uh, just
Based
saying.
on the name, I
Just
agree
saying.
with your assessment.
Uh, this is definitely a campaign where you kind of have to intuit a little bit like that because it doesn't always tell you everything at point blank. First scenario is big for that. So this one, I guess, is the easiest one. So we have one card, and I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Now, in the past, we've had this scanning deck, and I have it to the left of our map. And the way it's worked is through some trigger, you can initiate a scan, which is normally discard cards from the scanning deck until one of its icons matches the icon in your room or the icon of the test or whatever. And then you shuffle
Okay.
it all together once you've revealed it, very much like an explore test.
Okay.
This one's different. This time, we do not touch the deck. I shuffled it once, and you don't touch it again, which means the only way to scan is to go to a room with one of the symbols there. And once you're there, do a scan. I'm assuming one card is going to tell us how to scan, and then you
Sure.
reveal the top card. And once you've done that, the next card in the deck is the next one in the chain. Make sense?
I I guess so. Yeah.
Yep.
I do like that our map looks like a rocket ship.
Yeah, isn't it neat? Okay. Well, without further ado, let's dive into the act and agenda and start the game.
Do let's.
Agenda 1A, the Nostalgia 2. You carefully enter the ship through the airlocks of the Nostalgia 2. It is eerily silent, other than the occasional clanging and hiss of the air circulation. As an action, we can scan. If the top card of the scanning deck has an icon matching your current location, spend 2 clues as a group. Doesn't say everyone has to be at that location, just as long as you spend 2 as a group. Draw the top card of the scanning deck. Forced, when a crew story asset is defeated or discarded, remove it from the game. That's
Okay.
another thing. Anything that gets removed from the game, keep in a separate pile to the side. Apparently, we're going to need them later. Probably for bad things.
Good.
All right, Act 1A. Is anyone home? There is no one to greet you. No responses to your calls. But despite the silence, your motion scanner occasionally displays a few blips of movement coming from within the ship.
Oh, good.
I love this. This is so well done. Objective
So
when
wait,
you.
Mike, is this we're in the past now, right?
No, no, we're in the present, or we're in the future, but we're in our current time. We are trying to retrace our previous steps to figure out where to go next. We don't know where to
But
find
are we
these
in like the
fragments of.
memory archives of our current future?
No, no, we are in the future.
Okay.
So we have
But wait.
just we've
Okay.
we've salvaged our ship, right? We got out of cryosleep. We have the ship back on course. We don't know where to go. We know these fragments of Carcosa are out there. So as clues, we're revisiting what we did before when we were cultists and trying to find clues as to where we need to be.
Okay.
So we are revisiting Nostalgia 2.
Got it.
Our objective is when you draw a story asset from the scanning deck, advance. Okay, Now, if we look at the
So
card here,
I'm looking at the engine room as our first scan opportunity.
potentially, yep. I'm just looking at the chaos bag options here. Skulls are minus X. X is half the amount of damage on you and assets you control rounded down. And there's
Oh.
no upper limit, and I'm playing Charlie. That's good to know. Cultist, -2. If you fail, deal a damage or a horror to an ally asset you control. Looking at you, Daniel.
Okay.
Broken Tablet, reveal another token. If you fail, take a damage and a horror. Hey, I think I know how this game's going to kill us.
Yeah.
And the tentacle, or the elder thing, is 0. You must either take 2 damage or this test automatically fails.
Wow.
Yep. I think I know how the game's
Okay.
going to kill us.
Well, I'm going to play like a survivor, Mike, and only draw the -1 tile.
Sure, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, so we either
Uh,
get to the infirmary straight up north or the engine room straight east.
correct. And first things first.
First things first.
We've come in the airlock where there are no responses when you call out for assistance. Only echoes mocking you back. And we know there's blips. Oh, good God. Let's see where we ended up. Get to the Tatterdemalion. Add a crew story asset you control to the victory display.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to want to do that.
That is only from the airlock. Yeah.
Yep. Presumably they have spaceships. Resign. You should never have come. Remove all crew story assets you control from the game.
Uh-oh.
The hull is overcome by the smell of rotting flesh permeating through the ozone-tinged air. Oh, this is great. This is
I'm
great.
legit freaked out about this.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Um. Wow. All right. The fact that you can just say we never should have come and kill all the crew that you found makes me worry.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Who's first?
um, I guess we need clues, yeah?
We do.
All right. Well, I might have something to do with that.
Please do. I'm going to have a setup turn
Oh my goodness.
that morphs into
I
who
was
knows what.
so Mike, I've got this new thing called the K2PS 187.
Yeah, we won that for doing well last time.
Yeah, it's a permanent. During the investigation phase, I can choose an investigator. That investigator gets an additional action during their turn, which may only be used to scan.
And then after you
And
scan,
you get
that,
some stuff.
yeah,
That's actually pretty darn cool, isn't it?
it is. So it has to be the same investigator that has the action.
Yep.
Okay, wonderful.
But you can choose an investigator anywhere.
You can.
Okay.
So who's starting this
Um,
off?
well,
Oh my God, Catherine. Great
oh,
callback,
what?
by the way.
What happened?
We've just entered the event horizon.
Mm.
Great callback.
Now, Mike, are there any chances that you can throw a book my way?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
If
Well,
my
let's.
motivational speech.
Do you want to see how this game is going to go for us? I'm going to investigate right now,
Okay.
normal investigation, and throw a deduction. So
Okay,
I
so you're
believe
4.
I'm up 3, right?
You're up 3.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. What did
There's
I
the.
say I was going to only draw tonight, Mike?
Yeah, but only when you didn't pitch stuff.
Mike,
Does.
what did I say I was only going to draw tonight?
Okay.
You heard me say I was only going to draw the -1.
Oh
And what
boy.
was my first draw, Mike?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I
Should I
found the
tell him
clues
I
here.
seeded the bag?
So I found the clues here. And now, Mike, you know what I want to do? Oh, by the way, I have called Rogue in my opening hand. I forgot to mention that to the folks. Mike, I'm going to spend $2. Okay. And I'm going to play 21 or bust. I'm going gambling right now on this ship. Okay.
All right. Okay, how does
Okay.
this work?
So I'll put this in my thread area so folks can see it a little easier. I'll even put it right next to there. All right. So
Okay, so
this
you've
is
got
no fun.
the numbers.
numbers are numbers. Anything special,
Is worth 5 or 10, and the elder sign is a 1 or
well,
11.
well, the autofill is a 10,
Yeah.
and then the elder sign is 1 or 11, depending what I need. All right, you ready?
All right. 2,
Okay. 2,
3,
3,
5,
5,
10,
10.
15, 18. You are
Okay, I
at
could stop
4
now.
resources.
I get $2 for that. God, I don't think that's worth it, do you?
I mean,
Although I'm
in a
looking
round
at,
when you're like, where's my money? Maybe, but you're. I
you
don't
know what?
think your odds are great.
I don't either. I'm because of all the 2-1-2s to begin this whole
There's
rigmarole.
still a bunch of
I will
zeros in the
take.
bag, but there's also all the
Yeah,
rest of the tokens.
I will take $4. All right. Then I will do my one free trigger to switch my roll, and I will spend $3 to play my good friend Tetsuo Mori. He's hanging with us right now, Mike.
If he's such a good friend, why do you kill him?
I didn't kill him. Do you see him as killed? All right, that's me.
All right. Let's I'm going to make a powerful speech and bring in Mr. Rook.
That's power.
All right, Mr. Rook. Let's see how this game's going to go. There it is. Burden of Leadership is going to be pulled, and I get let's see, other one. I have a Bonnie Walsh. Okay, so I'm drawing Bonnie Walsh for sure.
Okay, that's good.
So Bonnie Walsh gets drawn. Burden of Leadership gets drawn. For each ally I control, either exhaust it or deal it a direct damage and a direct horror. Even if that killed Mr. Rook, that would have been totally worth it.
So that's just not a bad signature weakness. It's just not.
Now, Daniel, you got these clues, which actually
I do.
sets me up really well
Well, I'm really glad.
because I do want. I've got a guard dog and Bonnie Walsh and bandages. I can
Okay.
definitely get out the bandages. I do want that guard dog, but let's get Bonnie out. That's me.
So how do my clues set you up?
And that I didn't have to actually get them, but that's fine. I changed my mind anyways.
All right. All right. I will upkeep.
Oh, that's nice. I'll
Okay.
take money.
Oof. I like both of my things. I will, since I am a guardian, get rid of the Tooth of Etsley, which hurts. But it's what it is.
Now I'm wondering if we really are on the event horizon.
Okay. 1 of 3, Mike.
1 of 3, hey? Okay, let's see how this is gonna go.
Oh, a monster.
Rats. Rats?
Rats?
With a question mark. After you defeat rats, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Oh, that's cool.
And I have drawn a micrometeoroid. I contest agility 3 if I fail. I must either take 2 damage or discard each event in my hand. I don't like that. Well, Mike, I'm even with this test right now. This might be the end of Tetsuo Mori right now.
He could take damage from me, right? That's awesome.
Uh, he's about
Yes.
to take damage from me, I think. All right. So,
Keep in
Mike,
mind, 30 seconds ago, you said I don't kill my friend.
that's true. Well, I wouldn't be killing him. A meteoroid would. All right. So I'm going to take this one just flat out. You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you're pushing Tetsuo in the way. Okay, cool. Reveal another token.
Okay. Look at that. Nobody's hurt.
Wow.
Nobody's hurt, Mike.
And you get to switch your roll.
I will not switch roles, but I will happily pass this test and not die.
Hey.
Every time I pass a test, Mike, can you please tell our fans how infuriating that is for you? I know you hate when I pass tests.
No, I'm not gonna do that this time. Instead, I'm just gonna gloat whenever you inevitably draw the tablet followed by something that deals you damage. Um, you're allowed to pass, just not when you don't deserve it.
All right, so we should start heading out.
Yeah. Do you mind if I go first?
We cannot go to the ship mainframe, Mike. That's interesting. So we are almost forced up to the infirmary for that first scanning deck
Yes. I
by what I read here.
have a question for you, Daniel.
I don't mind if you go first at all.
Do you mind if Tetsuo took a damage?
Not a bit.
Not a bit? Okay. Because I don't know what this encounter deck's going to do. I would ask that he takes a damage for me, since I'm assuming you're trying to kill him off anyways.
Well, what is he taking damage for, Mike?
So that I can bring out a guard dog, and he'll take an attack of opportunity. I would rather have my guard dog out while it's rats than having to play it after God knows what I draw when I kill this thing.
That's fine. That's fine.
I appreciate it. All right, so that's the
He's a
attack.
cop. He's probably used to getting attacked by rats.
And that is a guard dog. Okay, so now I can fight this thing. And I'm a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm up by 3 on rats.
All right. Good luck.
Rats are
Love
dead.
it.
So I draw the top card of the encounter deck. It is rats.
How's your deja vu feeling?
Okay. I'm going to move. No, should I? Should I waste all my bandages now? No. Let's just smack this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
That's a pass. See, I was up by enough.
all right.
All right.
Good.
So now what do I draw? The colors of space. Test 3 will. Yeah, I'm failing this. You must commit all eligible skill cards in your hand to skill tests performed at your location.
Easy to get rid of. I
I,
think you should do
I'm getting rid of that right now for an action.
it.
That's horrible. Well, congratulations, Encounter Deck. You did your job of keeping me here.
Is Mr. Rook taking that?
Oh, I have to take a horror, right?
Yeah. Well, someone does.
I'll just take it.
Is that you?
That's me. I had to fight 2 rats and then get rid of that.
All right. Well, I'm going to then move up to hydroponics, a self-sustaining ecosystem to provide enough foodstuff for eternity, Mike. There it is. If there are no clues and you have fewer than 3 sanity remaining, each investigator at this location adds a tally mark next to their memories.
Ooh.
Oh, so we want to go a little kooky before we finish this place, eh?
Yeah, we don't know anything about this except that it's better to have memories, and we only have
Right.
4.
It's been too long, Mike, since you've last smelled the fresh scent of greenery. Now, I'll be honest, I can't do much against a 3 shroud location.
Okay.
So then I will play emergency quiche for $3 and immediately spend that on an obsidian bracelet.
All right.
And I'm staying, of course, then as a guardian. And I'm done.
All right. Upkeep.
Upkeep.
More bandages. Nice.
Get rid of emergency keys. Keep look what I found, which will help where we are. All right.
We're at 2 Doom.
We are at 2 Doom, my friend.
From the Dark. Test 6 Fleetness. Reduce the difficulty of this test by 1 for each card in the scanning deck.
Oh.
If you fail, either take 1 damage for each point you fail by, or search the encounter deck and discard pile for a mimic and draw it. Awesome.
So
We
right now
have
it's a 0.
it's a 0. Well, then I'm just doing this test.
There you go.
I pass. Phew.
Nice work. I have drawn me a little bit of perfect imitation. Put it into play in my threat area. When you draw a mimic enemy while you control an ally, if you fail to discard this card and an ally,
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's got to go.
well, okay, it's time to kill Tetsuo More. Go ahead, Mike. This is our last round
And
before the first agenda flips, by the way.
and ally assets. You get to choose. So have a sacrificial ally, is what that means. Or have,
Now, if he's discarded, he is not defeated, folks.
correct.
So,
Daniel, I would
sir,
like to try something.
well, God, have I not always been here for you?
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
This may end up in me not doing anything this turn. I,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
find out. I don't want to get caught with my pants down again, like I
Oh,
did last game.
nobody wants to see you with your pants down right now.
So we're gonna go. There it is. Drawing the sign comes out. That's what I meant. But I also wanted to dig for potentially. Oh my God, Michael Lake just came out. Everybody,
Who did?
Michael Lee. He will come out. Okay, that's really good. And I'm spending 2 actions to get rid of draw the sign.
I have no memory of you buying Michael Lay.
That's all where I spent all my experience on last turn. Yes, I know, but going into third round, I have no weaknesses in my deck I have to play around.
All right, so
And
you're
that's
done?
worth a lot. Yes.
All right, so Mike, let me ask you this. I can either go up to the infirmary and scan for free, or I can head to the engines and scan for free. But it's a longer walk to the engines, but I'll reveal more of the ship. So what are you feeling?
I'm feeling infirmary
Okay.
just because it's closer, and I think this is going to have us bouncing around the ship anyways.
All right.
I mean, but
I
you're the
head up.
actress.
There's almost no type of acute injury that medicine in this century cannot remedy. Unfortunately, healing long-term trauma is still a holy grail yet to be discovered. Well, that's
Ooh.
not freaky. All right. Choose an ally at this location. Test book 2. If you succeed, discard a copy of contamination attached to them.
I think I'm going to live there for a long time.
A bloody mess lies in the chair of the surgical chamber with no body in sight. All right, so I've done one action, right?
You have done 1 action.
For my next action, I'm going to actually draw a card.
Okay, because if you scan, you get to draw a card.
Yep. Granny Orn is back in the house. Okay.
She's a mimic.
I
Look at her.
am then going to choose an investigator.
Don't choose
To
me.
scan. I'm going to choose me to scan. All right. So I just grab the top, yeah? And do I flip it?
So yeah, you grab the top, you flip it, and you do what it says.
It is MUD1J Mudbug. Revelation. Put this card into play under your control. As an action, I can move 2 damage between investigators, allies, and enemies at my location.
Cool.
Group once per game. Victory 1. So if he were to die, I get a victory?
I think so.
All right. It's
That's
not an ally.
a
So
little
he's
weird. Is it?
underplay
I
in
don't
my
know
control.
because we had those cards where if they were victory 0 and in the victor display at the end, they penalized us. No, he's crew. He's crew. We're trying to save the crew members.
So if I were to go back to the beginning and resign, he'd be with me?
Well, you don't want to resign. You want him to
Get to the Tatterdemalion.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
okay, yeah. So if he's killed, I don't think he does go to the victory display. I think the only way to do that is to
Mhm.
get him out. Okay, so
Okay. So I
just
have scanned.
let me,
Hold on. What do I get for scanning? $1 and a card, right?
uh, whatever your thing says here. That would be,
A card or a resource.
or
I'll take the
resource.
card.
Okay. Now, Daniel,
Yes, sir.
we just drew a story asset from the scanning deck. Would you agree?
I think we did that.
We advance. One of the crew members stumbles out in fear. Thank God someone's here to help. I heard your calls, but we're too scared to answer. There's something else with us on the ship. It's already taken some of the crew, but not all of us. I don't know who to trust. They describe an abomination that has been corrupting and consuming all biological and electronic mass on the ship. The entity is able to take on the form of the bodies and equipment it consumes, becoming a perfect imitation of the original. When it all went downhill, the Nostalgia 2 enacted a rudimentary quarantine procedure, and the crew have been in hiding throughout the ship, waiting for help ever since. You could lead the helpless crew member back to the safety of the Tatterdemalion, but if it is true that this abomination is able to create perfect imitations, how would you know if they are truly human?
All
Reveal the ship mainframe location.
right, got it.
K2 calculates that the crew that cannot be accounted for with evidence have a 15% chance to be safe. It is up to you if you want to risk the entire mission for them. What?
What? You got to go there and do that. All right.
Parlay, we can draw the top card of the evidence deck. Oh my gosh, maybe the deck is what we want, and if you, as you get further along, the things under the scenario reference card don't happen. Hang on, I want to make sure that what it actually means is the deck, and not the card underneath the
Okay.
scenario thing. Let's see. Yep, the deck is in play. So here's
Okay.
the evidence deck. I'm going to put it right up top here. All right, Act 2, Save Our Souls. There are still people hiding on board, among other things. Try to find as many of the Nostalgia 2's crew as you can and escape. But beware, some of the crew may not be who they say they are. Hint, bringing an invitation aboard the Tatterdemalion will have severe consequences.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So
Well,
I have done
you
one
moved.
or two things,
You moved and you drew a card, right?
and I scanned for free.
So you get one more
I'm at,
action.
I'm actually heading back to hydroponics,
All right.
and that is me.
Well, then let's upkeep.
I don't think you've gone yet.
No, I did. I drew a card and got rid of uh, my
Was that
drawing
this
the
turn?
sign. That was this turn, yeah.
Really?
Yep, because Mr. Rook was tapped.
Uh,
All right. So we see what strange and horrible
Dude,
things.
do I
What?
take Leo DeLuca or a shortcut?
Ooh.
That's tricky.
In this scenario, especially.
I think I'm gonna pitch Leo because I
No, no,
already
hang on.
have a way of getting an
Leo
extra look.
Leo is by far better than Shortcut.
But I don't know that allies are that great right now.
Oh.
I'm a little scared of my friends, Mike.
Me too, but they're all I have. I'm just an old man.
Yeah, I think I actually want to send you personally through the airlock and everyone with you. Perfect imitation. What is that? When you draw a mimic enemy while you control an ally asset. Okay. So this mudbug is not an ally asset.
Yeah, he is. He says ally,
Okay, he does. All right.
but so does Tetsuo. Yeah, we need to have definitely some
I
sacrificial
don't want to
allies.
discard mudbug. So it's nice to have Tetsuo sitting there. So I see what you're saying. Like have Leo there for this, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Or if
Get rid of
eventually you
shortcut.
really want another one, yeah, Leo's great.
All right. So Mike, flip over the first agenda, please.
Oh, okay. I absolutely will. You are not prepared to hear the horrible, ear-piercing roar of dismantled cries. Your motion scanner bleeps uncontrollably. There's biological movement detected in every direction. Whatever thing that has corrupted the ship has finally noticed your arrival. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded, spawning that at the ship mainframe.
So I have a question, Mike. You know how I got the free thing to scan?
Yep.
Do I still have to spend the clues to do it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You had 2 clues,
Even
right?
though,
No, that just makes the action free. The
okay,
investigator gains an additional action during the turn, which can only be used to activate scan abilities.
understood.
Yeah, so you had
I'm
to get
pretty
rid of the
sure
2.
thank you. Okay. I didn't want to cheat.
Hi, Steve. Yes, I see you
Hi, Steve.
underneath the
So
bridge,
we
charging
have,
toll.
so we now have bad cards.
Uh,
Is there
in a
nothing,
second,
anything else to read?
we have to discard until we find an enemy. Rats are now at the ship mainframe.
I think we don't mind rats.
They do hunt us, but yeah, we don't mind them at all. I don't mind them. The thing from Earth. There is an abomination that is creeping around the ship, consuming all biological and mechanical matter within its reach and creating corrupted imitations. It is the exact same scan action and the same forced effect. When a crew
Mhm.
asset is defeated or discarded, remove it from the game. So that's why your guy doesn't get victory points.
Okay.
Yeah. Steve says he's watching you cheat, Daniel.
What does he know?
All right.
Bad cards,
Bad
sir.
cards. That's cool. That's cool.
What,
I think Mr. Rook is
um,
not who he says he is.
ready for me to draw a mimic so we see how this works?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, from the dark.
Well, let's get those out of the deck
This is
early.
now a 1, right?
It is a 1.
All right. I'm up 2. I will just try it naturally. All
See,
right.
this is where the deck should punish you.
It doesn't. Sad that you want me punished.
No, you said you're up 1, right?
I was up 2.
Oh, you're up 2? Oh, never mind. Never mind. That was safe then. That was safe. 2 is
3 to
fine.
1.
2
Yeah.
is awesome. One would have been questionable since all the hard stuff trigger it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Uh, well, do you mind if I? Well, maybe I should try to.
Well, just let me have a look here. So we
What's
have
on your mind?
I'm just looking at where we're going next because we're still going to need clues to scan. Oh, the mainframe's going to be awesome. Those rats don't do anything to me now that I have my guard dog bandages combo.
Okay.
The
I was
telecom,
actually thinking of sending Mudbug out the airlock.
but what if he's a mimic?
Um, wouldn't he have to have the mimic card attached to him?
No, no, we the there we don't know if he's good or not. We have no
How do?
idea.
What?
Yeah, we don't know. I think we have to draw from the evidence deck. This is what I was saying earlier, folks, how the game you kind of have to intuit what to do. I think it's telling us we have to get through this evidence deck,
All right. Well, then, Mike.
and which means we're going to need all the clues we can get. We're going to need
Um,
clues to grab our stuff from the scanning deck, and we're going to need clues to use the mainframe.
I understand. All right.
What I will do is I will sit in hydroponics,
Well,
and
why would you do that?
so I can get out Michael Lay, and once I'm there, I can start slurping up those clues.
Okay.
And when those rats come get me, they're gone. They won't touch me.
Well, then. All right. What's the top of the scanning right now? Is the telecoms.
And then the flight deck right
And
at the very tip here.
well, I wouldn't have gone down. I wouldn't have gone down if it was like, don't actually get rid of these guys. I would have stayed
Oh, I
up
see.
and yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
I was trying to get him off the ship as fast as I could.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. Okay.
So, do you mind if I start up?
Sure, that's fine. Yeah,
I won't do any other action other than I'll just start there because I would not have come down if I thought we're actually not trying to get rid of these things.
got it.
Okay.
Hey, Steve, this is a fan-made campaign. It's dark matter, and it's awesome. That's why we
All
don't
right.
know how to play it.
So you're just going up to hydroponics and
Yeah,
playing cards.
I'm
So
gonna go
once
up.
again, you're not going to actually do anything to contribute.
I'm
I'm just
Charlie
curious.
Kane.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
And
that's it. That's it. Um, so I have Michael Lee out, and
great.
now I can actually, or maybe you know what? Maybe I don't yet.
Oh my God.
I get the money for Michael Lee, and then I will do what you said and get the clues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on a 3. Reveal another token. -2. That's a pass. So I have a clue.
You have a clue.
And I will point out that I don't have an evidence on Michael Lee. I'm just bugging you.
Wow.
You know how Charlie works. He's got to build.
Uh,
Seriously, though, once
wow.
I get him out, I can start dealing additional damage
I
to
have
my
never
attacks.
played a game of this, Mike, with you where you did not say, seriously, once I do X, I'll be unstoppable.
Well, I
I
don't.
have to always play the game for 8 rounds by myself until
Oh,
you
rewind the tape,
until
bud.
you function. Rewind the tape. Rewind the tape of our last campaign, folks. Watch the movie,
Oh,
folks.
um,
Tell me what Mike did.
well, that was
All right.
Apache. Jeez.
Lord. But I need
But
this, and then I
but
can do
then
it.
but then I did
Ah,
half of the whole game in one round.
whatever. After we got traumatized for 4 scenarios first.
Oh,
All
it
right,
was
so I'm going to
fantastic.
head east then to the telecoms, where the
Does this
nostalgia
mean
2
I found a
listens.
button?
What does Mudbug do for me? He moves damages between
This hasn't been
investigator.
fair. You always push my buttons. Now I have one for you. I can just sit here doing nothing.
Okay. All right. All right.
No, let's
All right.
explore this. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to head east for my first action. Okay. So many clues. If it is currently Act 2, cross out 2 of your memories as a group. Draw the top card of the evidence and read it. That's an action.
Ooh,
Interesting. Okay. Static fields of radios. Transmissions from Earth are usually incomprehensible. Okay.
ooh, get rid of 2 memories
Well,
total as a group. Hey,
so I cannot scan without clues, you say, correct?
correct.
Is that a thing you said?
That is a thing that is written in the manual.
For my second act, I will, uh, for my point 5 act, I will switch to Survivor, Mike.
Okay.
Okay. I will now investigate, and I am up 1. Do you agree?
Sure.
Okay. God damn it. I will take a clue.
It would have been even better if it was the -1.
Yeah, right. For my next act, I will investigate.
-2. If you fail, deal a damage or a horror to an ally asset you control.
Okay. I will. I guess I did fail, right?
Yeah.
I'll deal a horror to Tetsuo. But wait, Mike, I'm going to first spend $2. Look what I found. So I'll get 2 more clues.
Tetsuya is going, oh my.
He sees what's happening. Um. All right. I have 2 more clues, and then I will use my free scan from K2.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready for what I found? I have found Lieutenant Archer Michaels. Revelation, put her into play under your control. Deal 2 damage to any enemy in play. This action is not provoked. Okay.
Once per game, though.
Once per game. Just like Mudbug is once per game. Okay. I'll draw a card from that. Oh, I got a little teddy bear.
Cool.
I think that's me, man.
All right. Upkeep.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice to see.
Hallowed Mirror is always good. Lucky is even gooder. Oof. I don't know, Mike. What should I do? By the
This
way,
scenario? The
I got
Hallowed Mirror.
I got 3 off of this one.
Although I'm questioning Hallowed Mirror in a deck with 55 cards.
Well, you're guaranteed like 1 heal, right? Like,
Yeah. Which I guess isn't nothing.
isn't nothing, but I am gonna take Lucky because I am currently in that role.
All right. So, oh yeah, these rats actually came onto me first.
Oh, okay, and hit you for something.
Well, they hit the guard dog, and the bandages healed it and killed it. So technically, I drew an encounter card before all that. And it was, oh yeah, this thing.
Okay.
Who
So
did
you
I
have
have?
that. You have that like before we draw. So now there's one on
No,
the.
I have a revelation first. Like I get to do this. I had everyone exhausted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just failing it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now draw cards.
Do you have Doom?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, I remember Micrometeorite.
Do I have a fence in my hand? I don't, so I'm gonna have to take the damage.
If
I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 6. So that's a pass.
You didn't want to fail that, eh?
I don't want the damage. I would have been forced to take it. Those skulls are going to get really nasty if I let them accumulate.
I have drawn a corrupted machine at the location of the most clues. We can talk to it. We can talk to it, Mike.
Nice.
You have your nice clothes?
I don't. Oh,
It is
that's down there.
in the place that you said you were going to go.
I didn't say I was
Of
going to
course,
go
you're
there.
probably not going to go there for another hour or two, so it's
I
fine.
didn't say I was going to go there.
I believe you said you were going to go get evidence.
Well, we need the clues first.
My God, I'm so mad at you.
May I go first? I would love to go first.
You can actually do something, or
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the colors of space. Then I'm going to pick my nose.
Okay. Nothing. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Michael lays on the case. Let us do some investigating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -2. What am I at? 3? That's a pass. So I have a clue, and Michael Lay has a resource.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, it's me.
So nothing. All right. So
this guy right here.
What's our scan deck here?
My goodness. My goodness.
Where's the scan deck? Oh, back to the infirmary. Interesting.
Let's see.
Infirmary or hydroponics, where you are.
Oh, I could do that here.
I can. I don't have to be with you, right? Or do I?
No, you don't. You can just give me the action.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Haha, I've done something else. Dr. Feng. I can heal a damage from each investigator and ally asset at my location. Group limit once per game. Ooh. How's that for trolling Tetsuo Mori?
I need to kill him,
I would
actually.
love to draw a card. Thank you.
All right. Now are you done?
Yeah, after all that, I think I'm done.
I think I'm going to clear the telecoms. I am a
Oh, wait.
survivor, by the by.
The next place to go is hydroponics again and telecoms.
Or where I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it behooves us to get all these cats out first, and then the problem is what if we have to kill them?
Well, I think what we do.
You know what we're gonna do right now, Mike?
No, oh, it's got it. It's got it. So when you're down in the airlocks, everyone you want in the Tatterdemalion, as a free action, you send them in. And then you resign, and whoever you haven't sent in is left alone.
Right, I understand that. But what I'm gonna do right now, Mike, is trigger the action on telecoms. And I'm gonna cross out one memory from each of us.
Hey!
Yep. And I'm going to draw the top card of the evidence and read it just
I
so
think.
we know what this is, okay?
Oh, buddy.
You're
from,
welcome.
from each of us? Are you
Yep,
allowed
one
to
for me.
do that?
Well, this almost reads like we have group memories. Like that our memories are.
Well, we track them separately.
Yeah, so it makes me think like we can take one each or whatever.
You can, or you can take two yourself.
Yeah, I'll take one each. All right, so.
Jeez.
And I'm flipping the top of the evidence text. Evidence, Dr. Fang. When you were finally able to access the video recordings for the infirmary, you discovered the gnarly events that led up to the quarantine. Dr. Fang had been treating an unknown eye infection in one of the technicians. He was the first to notice that the corruption also took root in some of the medical tools used to examine the poor technician. This proved that whatever was corrupting the ship could also affect electronic equipment as well. Thankfully, the video was able to confirm that the doctor was wearing protective gear and has been hiding in a nearby compartment ever since. Dr. Fang is not an imitation.
Oh.
Now,
After you draw
I
Dr.
don't think.
Fang from the scanning deck, draw the top card of the encounter deck. So it actually wants us to get the people out first.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
you don't do that, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah. All right, so we know Dr. Fang is legit. If you want to chuck him out the airlock,
Well, let's set him back to Tatterdemalion.
that's what I mean. Chuck him out the airlock to the Tatterdemalion. All right. Okay, so I have done a thing. Okay, I'm not going to scan while it costs money. I'm going to now investigate since I'm here. I'm up one. Okay.
Did you fail?
No, because you know why, Mike? I'm a survivor. I'm lucky. I will take that last clue. I now have 4 clues, baby.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Then, poof, what do I do with my last one? What's next? The infirmary or hydroponics, right?
And as long as I'm here, we can spend clues as a group, right? So you don't have to sit at this location. Plus, I have the clues here.
I'm going to move down to the crew quarters.
Sure.
A ship of this size must contain dozens of crew members to sustain itself. Where is everyone, Mike? After you discover the last clue, each investigator at this location gains $2. A modest lounge with a dartboard, a soft drink dispenser, and a large holographic entertainment system. No human to be seen. Oh, that's too bad. That was my last action. I'm trying to think if I want to switch roles. I will. I'll switch to rogue.
Okay.
Or should I switch to Guardian in case Tetsuo dies? Yeah, I'll switch to Guardian.
All right.
Is that both of us?
Both of us.
2 out of 4 Doom.
Fine clothes. Hey, hey.
Oh, we need that.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay. What are we at for Doom? We're at 3 of 4.
We're at 2. I
We're,
just put it on there.
we're at 2 now. Okay.
Oh, God, I forgot to upkeep, didn't I? Oof. Cheat the system. I actually don't have that
Is
many cards.
$2.
Yeah. I'm actually going to keep seeing the crime since I called Guardian.
All right.
Oh, that looks like a hidden card.
My card is shuffle the scanning deck. If the scanning deck top card has an icon matching your location, take a damage. It does not. That surges into Corrupted Machine. Okay. There's more than one of those things now.
Cold Vacuum. Chest Fist 3. If you fail, you must either choose one, discard a non-story asset you control, or choose and discard 3 cards from your hand.
Wow.
A non-story asset you control. Wow. That's not great, is it?
Not terribly.
Well, I guess I shouldn't fail then. I'm at even. You ready? Oh, I drew -1 like I said I would. The obsidian bracelet is gone.
All right.
That's us. What are these mimic things? Do you know?
No idea.
We need
So,
evidence, Mike. Can you get down there?
well, we still need to scan too. And if we get the evidence before we draw the people, we get more encounter cards.
All right. Well, you can scan. Or what's now there? Oh, what are these places? The flight deck and crew quarters. All right. So
Where
I
are you
will
at?
do the scan this turn.
Okay. I can do both corrupted machines next turn if I don't do them this turn. Ooh. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is put out my clothes. And I'm going to do some investigating. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on a 1. Oops. -2. So that's 1 clue. And another resource on Michael A. And then I will, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -2 is clearing out the last clue. And my third resource on Michael A.
So we have 4
Oh,
clues each.
by the way, I have an extra. Yeah, we do. So basically, I'm trying to get a bunch of clues so that I can go to that mainframe and just parlay the heck out of it
Okay.
without moving.
Hold on. Good night, sweetie. No. Are you feeling okay? No? Okay. Todos? All right. Good luck. Dormis bien. I love you. Ciao, beta. Good night, sweetie. All right. So I'm in the crew quarters. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is just scan for free, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because why not, Mike? I'm going to pitch 2 clues. And let's see who we find. We have found Captain Burr. He may be assigned direct damage and direct horror dealt to any investigator and ally at your location.
All right.
That might matter if he's a mimic. We need to find out who the good people are, Mike.
Did you want to draw a card, get a resource for that?
I will be taking a card.
Okay.
Send the crime.
Just saying.
What are you just saying?
You can scan again. Your location's up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will take a not free action to do that very thing. You go ahead and read this one. I've scanned a lot.
Sophie. Spend 2 clues to scan. Draw the top card of the scanning deck as if you were at that location.
Oh, she would
I
have been a nice
mean,
person to
that
draw
honestly
early.
doesn't really matter, but yeah, there she is.
I think we should just kill her. She's clearly a. All right, I'm tooling around with a lot of people, Mike.
Yeah, you're trying to be Charlie. Aw, that's cute.
I am a guardian. So for my last action, that's actually not my last action. Oh, I should stay a guardian and head. These corrupted machines are not so bad.
Oh, I can take care of them like really easily.
You have this parlay. Can you parlay with them?
I just put out my fine clothes this turn,
Okay. So you'll deal with that.
and then once I'm there, like,
Okay.
yeah,
So I am going to improv for a fast action to rogue. Spend 3 to put Leo DeLuca out. Okay.
okay,
How do you feel about that?
I think that's fine.
I now have 2 actions still. How cool is that?
You know, it'd be really cool if
If I open up the engine room,
somehow one of us got 1 horror and you ended your turn in hydroponics.
I'm not sure how to do that.
Yeah, I know, eh?
I will head to the engine room for my third of 4 actions. The rumbles and vibrations increase in magnitude the closer you are to the engines. Well, that makes sense. That seems like science. Deal 2 damage to each investigator and animate this location. Gain 2 clues from the token bank. Oh, that's cool.
Glad I'm not. This game is really bad for the trolling. First, he
I
sucks away
like
my
this.
memories, then he can deal damage to me.
Deal 2 damage to each investigator and enemy at this location.
I will point out victory.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's victory up top of the flight deck.
I'm a rogue, right?
You are.
And that was a rogue from improv. I will switch to. I will switch to. As my free action, I will switch to Guardian, and my last act will be to take $1. That's me.
All right. Okay.
You already went? Okay.
Yeah, remember all that stuff I did? It's great.
Nope.
I put out my
That's
clothes, combed my hair, picked up a couple clues.
all right. Strength in numbers right now is. God, that is 4.
Yep.
But working a hunch is just a free clue, which I think is helpful. All right, Mike, we're at 3 of 4 Doom. There it is.
Okay. Interesting. Do I have anything in my discard pile yet? For allies? I don't. Okay. It gains the traits the topmost ally in your discard pile. It deals additional horror equal to the sanity value of the topmost ally in your discard pile. Okay. So first thing, I have to test for will. If I fail, discard this card and an ally I control. Okay. So let's do, which one should I do first? This one gets me 3. Let's do this one. Steadfast puts me up to a 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. All right, what I do next depends on what you want me to do here, Daniel.
I want you to go clear out that room you said you're going to clear out.
Yeah, I've got a 4 health mimic on me,
Well,
so that's
not
not.
unless you just lose this test and let him go away with something.
No, he doesn't go away. He stays. Perfect imitation goes away. The mimic stays.
Hmm.
The catch is nope. I got. I can hit him in 2 hits. Do you have? What do we have for damage abilities here?
I can actually just hit him, right? Archer Michaels, as an action, does 2 to him.
Yeah,
Sophie, nothing.
which means you would have to go
And I can move
first
damage. I can move damage. So,
at your location, though.
yeah.
Although that would be funny because you could actually clear up Tetsuo and Mr. Rook, which would be hilarious. The point is, I need to know now because I'll be exhausting people that I'm potentially using for those tests.
I'm happy to hit the guy for 2
Okay,
as an
and
action.
mud bugging,
I have to get to you, right?
you'd have to be to me, so it'd be your whole turn.
It's only my whole turn if you meet me in the mainframe.
Well, that ain't happening. I'm fighting. I won't be going.
All you have to do is hit the guy for 2.
And then I move down there and I get one of them. Yeah, I'd still get hit, but I could make that work.
So, Mike, you realize that this game requires us to get damage on
Daniel,
occasion.
did you hear what I said? I said I'll make it work.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna get someone to like squeezing my toes. I'm not going. Come on now.
Careful, Daniel.
I get you're a pampered politician, but good lord.
And I will play it up.
All right, where are we at? I have to draw a bad card, right?
I have to do this test.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
So I was a 4, 5, 6. I'm up by 2. You know what? I'll just keep you up by 2. Hello.
Ooh,
Oh my god, that does so much for me.
that is nice.
That is really nice. Okay.
That's pretty big.
Dang it, if only I could take horror somehow. Okay.
All right, my turn to draw.
Yeah.
I have drawn the colors of space. That's a really bad one. I am up 0. So you know what I'm going to do, Mike? I'm going to pitch Granny Orn to be up 1. Okay. That's why, Mike. I drew -1 like I said I would.
Okay.
What's our scan deck looking like, Mike?
We only have 1 card left.
Where's it at?
My
Hydroponics?
location. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got the thing to get you to do that for free. Do you want to do that just in case you draw someone kind of cool?
I can't. It gives me an extra action, but I still have to pay the cost for the action, which includes attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Um, I see. Well, if there's only 1 card
I mean,
left, I might as well
you can
just
still do
give
it.
it to
You
you.
can still do it
Yeah.
as long as you but you have to go first, and then Lieutenant Michaels me.
All right. Well, I'll go first. I will Lieutenant Michaels you.
Okay.
Hit your person for 2. That's all you need, right?
Yeah, 2's fine.
2's fine. That's our once
Honestly,
per game on her.
and honestly, Daniel, clues. Clues, clues, clues. Because then any one of us can do that parlay action, and we can exhaust the clues as a group. Or use the
Yeah,
clues.
I'm trying to get clues. It's not that easy for me. I was hoping to get. Keep turning Guardian, hoping a monster will be at my location, so I
Oh,
can see into the crime it.
you can still play it.
Uh,
I know it's not as efficient.
I can only play it as my first action.
Yeah, so yeah, you would have had to make that your first.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to spend the $4 to play Scene of the Crime first, get a clue, okay? Then I'm going to work a hunch, which would have been fast,
Thanks, Will.
okay? So I will switch to Seeker after playing Scene of the Crime.
Okay. You mean
Okay.
before? Oh yeah, after. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I now have all the clues off of my location.
So you played Scene of the Crime as your first action, shot
Yep.
for the second. Okay, there we
Yep.
go.
Archer for second. Hunch has not done anything, or was my. I still have 2 actions remaining.
Yes.
And I am a Seeker, which is not super helpful.
By any chance, you do have 2 actions. How are you with
Yep.
that parlay test?
I'm even with it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But, you know, maybe since I'm
You
done
don't
in
have to.
here.
I'm actually. I thought of a way to really game this a little bit.
I mean, I'll also take an action, just take 2 damage and get 2 more clues.
Sure.
And what do we need clues for? The evidence deck now, right?
Yes. So we basically need how many evidence cards? 4. We need 8
Right.
clues. Actually, I have 4. So that would give us all the clues we need. The other thing you could do, if you really wanted, was go to the flight deck and see if it's worth VP.
Is get up there. Yeah, I was thinking that. I have 2 actions left. I'm going to. You said you have enough clues for all the evidence?
We
Counting my clues?
almost. We don't. We're too shy, but that's fine.
All right.
There's still stuff on the mainframe.
All right. I move 2. You're up.
Okay. So first action.
Mike, talk to the good people. I'm going to be right back.
Sure. Let's. Ooh, I get to heal damage or horror from people. All right. Let us guard dog. 1, 2. What does Michael Lee do? I'm a 3, 4. If I spend an evidence. 5, 6, 7. 7 on a 3. Is a tablet. Auto fail. Daniel's going to come back and think I did nothing. All right, so I totally just auto failed that. All right, cool. Cool. Looks like I'm initiating another attack. Let's throw in the Inspiring Presence. So I'm a 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. 2 auto fails in a row. Wow. Just wow. So if I'm attacking again, I'm attacking even. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Let us. Good lordy. All right, I'm going to take an attack of opportunity, dealing a damage to my guard dog. To put out some more bandages, and that will deal a 3rd damage to this guy. That was horrible. That was horrible. Yep. The good news is, well, I'll get rid of Mr. Rook next time. All right, that was me. So when the Mimic attacks during the enemy phase, I will put a damage on Rook. We'll get rid of him.
Rook is dead?
Dude, I drew 2 autofails in a row.
Oh.
My Mimic is still alive. So I did 1
Oh,
damage from an attack of
God.
opportunity via bandages, and then when he attacks again, he's going to kill Rook, and I'll use another bandage to kill off the Mimic. It was bad.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
All right,
Unlucky. Upkeep.
upkeep.
Dude, I'm sorry. A motivational speech that I don't need, or read the signs, which I also don't need, right?
Take the speech.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you have more allies in the deck somewhere.
somewhere.
Okay. All right, I believe we advance.
We do, Mike.
You have come to understand that whatever plague has struck upon Earth has been transmitted to the ship as well. Perhaps the ship was too close to Earth's atmosphere, or perhaps a crew member had accidentally watched one too many of the undecipherable and corrupting transmissions from Earth. Whatever the invisible corruption is, it has begun to affect you as well. For every time you blink, you see visions of the hell left behind on Earth. Masses of flesh appear around you, sculpting into the shapes of the people you once knew.
Ugh.
In player order, you must test 3 willpower. In your campaign log, for each investigator who fails, record that they have been corrupted by the Earth.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to rise to the occasion.
Nice.
So I am now a 4. 4 on a 3. I'll be a 6 on a 3. -2, that's a pass.
Okay. I will be getting rid of a motivational speech and a holy rosary to be up 2. Okay. And I passed.
All right. 2 is the magic number. 2 is the magic number. All right.
Oof. All right.
Next up, Scream of the Dead. If you stay too long on the ship, there's no doubt that sooner or later the abomination will come for you too. 3 doom.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Put this card into play next to the agenda deck. After an ally asset leaves play, place a doom on this thing.
What is this thing? Where did you put what?
Another's,
Who?
whoa, I'm going to put it right above us, our play area. So don't have allies leave play. Or if you do, have a plan to get rid of that thing. Your turn.
Yikes. I have drawn a
Just
mimic.
don't draw
There we
that.
go.
Okay, so first you got to do your perfect imitation.
Yep. Which is test 4. So I am down 1. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. How about that?
Could have used that last round.
I will switch roles to Guardian.
All right.
God, that's so funny.
So that mimic doesn't hunt.
But I still keep the perfect imitation because I didn't fail, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Daniel, are you at all able to evade that thing?
It's not really what I do, but can't I mudbug it?
That would,
Hits it for 2.
you would take an attack of opportunity.
Move 2 damage between investigators, ally assets, and enemies at your location, right? Like
Yeah,
you can just.
but you would take 2 damage doing it.
Now, when you say me,
Well, someone will.
I hear Tetsuo More.
Potentially, yeah. Well, he would take one of them. Well, yeah. Uh,
Well, what are we trying to do this round? So you
well,
tell me what's our plan here.
because for me to get there, it's 2 actions just to get to you. And then what? I engage it. And then next turn, I'm stuck doing the same thing. I was going to go down here and take care of these corrupted machines.
I want you to do that.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
So the reason I thought evading is because you can easily sneak past that thing. You can just stay in the telecoms. We have no need to go back out there.
Yeah, I can't easily do it, but I can do it.
Don't you just draw the elder sign like you keep doing?
Well, yeah, I'll try my best, but I'm
All right.
at even with it.
Well, then I'm jumping down into the engine room area.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
Hi, corrupted machines. What do you know
What's
about
our last
democracy?
scan, though? It's where I am, right?
Oh, yeah, potentially. Where's the other place that it's at?
I think that's it. It's the last scan.
Hydroponics. Oh, that's the other thing. You could just give the action to me.
Um, why wouldn't I do that? Do I have to do it on my turn?
Nope, just during the investigation phase.
All right, do it. Take it.
Okay, that's 2 down. And
Who'd you find?
I have found Adam Tanner. When an enemy spawns at your location, you automatically evade it. Group limit once per game. Hey, that would have been really useful for you.
That would have been pretty cool.
Okay, so for my first, that was a free action, and I will take a card for that. Ever vigilant, fine. Maybe later. So action 1, I move down and engage the 2 thingers. Action 2, I'm going to tell them about my stamp collection. Let's go. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1. I get
Nice.
to ready an ally asset. Hello, Bonnie Walsh. So one of these is gone. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done.
So you've chatted the corrupted machines out.
They're done.
That was your turn, right?
That's my turn.
And now you're going to hang out the ship mainframe and do a lot of good work.
Yes, so I can do currently with the clues we have 2 scans because I had to use one
Two
of them.
evidence.
Yeah, 2 evidences. I have enough clues on this thing to get 2 more, but any other clues you have would help.
All right. And I'm looking at, I have two. So that's one right there.
No, I was counting yours.
Oh, okay. So I've got a mimic.
The flavor text on the mimic. I missed that. I missed that.
Help.
Oh my goodness. That is so good.
All right. I'm trying to think of the best way to get rid of this guy.
There's so many little Easter eggs in this.
Yeah. I just don't have the juice. So if I move damage, you said that takes a thing, right?
Yes.
All right.
So you take the 2 damage, you throw it right back on the guy. Fine.
And Captain Burr can take some of it.
Well, you could put both of it on Mudbug and then send all the damage from Mudbug back to the Mimic.
That might be his job, right?
Once. So then you'll still have to hit it twice.
I don't know how I'm going to do that. There's my issue. And I've seen to the crime, but no clues. These are sad times. All right. Well, I've got I'm going to try to beat it to death. All right. So the first thing I'll do is use Mudbug, which is ultimately going to put 2 on him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's action 1.
That's action 1. Is there anything where I am with the comms? No.
No, you already did that horrible thing.
I thought it was a fine thing. All right. So I am only even with this, man. That's the issue with the mimic. But I'm only even with it to evade it too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would just try to evade
So,
it.
well, what I'm going to do, Mike, is I'm going to play Scene of the Crime for its violence. I'm going to be up 1 to hit it, okay?
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Now I will hit it again. I'm even, okay? I got 2 more actions. You ready?
Yep. Hey, you drew the one you thought you drew.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
kept counting on it and missed. All
All
right.
right.
You've gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mudbug will take 1. And I will take 1.
I'm
Or
gonna,
is it time to actually get rid of Tattoo?
so normally I would say keep fodder around, but those skulls get easier without Tetsuo in the picture. The skulls would become -2, whereas if you keep them around, it becomes a -3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose him, so I can search the top 9. Well, it hurts me to do it. For an item, eh? Remove lockpicks. I don't need them. You're not the only one wearing nice clothes, Mike.
But I'm the only one who looks this good.
That's totally true.
Says the pompous politician who actually believes that.
Oof, that was not a good round for me.
Hey, you had my round.
I will upkeep and hope for. Oh, there we go. Spectral Razor helps.
Yep.
I think we can all agree there.
Ooh, I got an art suit.
All right. Then we've got 1 Doom. Bad cards.
Totally fine with this.
Rats. Pale blue dot. Attached to my location. After you leave it, I must either choose to either take a horror or add a Doom to the current agenda and discard it. Okay. Do we want me going to the flight deck or the infirmary? I feel like the flight deck might have another place for evidence,
It might.
since nowhere else but the ship mainframe
That
does,
or
right?
victory. Yeah. And if
Okay.
it's got to have something.
All right. So why don't you go ahead? Can I go?
Yeah, good.
All right. So K2 doesn't do anything more. We've scanned ourselves out, right?
Yes, we have.
All right. I will do my fast action to switch to Mystic, Mike. And I will Spectral Razor the Mimic.
Wasn't that the
Why are you
rationale for not using bless? It's like, how many tests does it actually work on? That +1 would have made all the difference last round. Okay.
sure would have?
All right. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Um,
At least it wasn't auto fail like I was really scared.
yeah.
All right, so that was 1 action. Second action will be to head there.
May I make a case for the horror?
Oh, yeah. You don't you don't need to make a case, sir.
Well, there's another case in that if we meet up in hydroponics, we can get our memories back.
Yeah.
No, if you
Now,
put on
Leo,
if you put it on yourself.
I have to put it on me?
Well, if you put it on if somebody has 3 or less sanity remaining, we can trigger the
Oh, right,
hydroponics.
right. That's right. That's right. I remember
But
that.
we
That's
want to
right.
do that when we're both here. We're both
Okay.
there.
All right. I'm a little kookier than I used to be. For my second action, I've gone up to the flight deck for navigators and those who want to see the splendors of Earth with their own eyes.
Uh-oh.
Deal 2 ore to each investigator at this location, gain 2 clues. Day
Ooh.
192, unidentified biological entity still on board. No sign of Noah nor Liz. Presumed dead. Crew morale low.
Now, if you get those clues, that would be a
That's victory.
victory.
I have 2 actions left, Mike,
Yeah.
and I'm only even with it.
Oh.
But I have nothing else to do, sort of. None of my allies help, I don't think, in this case. All right. I'm currently a mystic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But if we meet in hydroponics,
I mean, I'm still gonna be here. I can
yeah, you
do.
know what? The clues are most important. I'm going to try to add it.
Okay.
There's no real damage for failure, right?
Well, there's damage for failure.
But like catastrophic failure, right? All right,
Taking damage in horror,
I can do that.
but you have
Here
lots
we
of
go.
soak.
Here we go. 1, 2. Yep. Nothing.
What did you say about
It's hard.
Charlie? Sorry.
It's hard when you're not mitigating.
All right. Uh, I am
You know what?
going
I actually
to.
was when I went stepped away. I had a thought about why we're a good team because I'm a lot stronger at the beginning and you're a lot stronger at the end.
No, that's true. It's
Yeah.
yeah, we discovered that with some Lord of the Rings decks too. When you have a deck that can handle the brunt of the first part of the game to get the other decks going, it's
Yep.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to spend both of my clues, triggering an attack of opportunity. So the rats are going to attack me. My bandages will go off, and the guard dog will kill the rats. Drawing me an encounter card. It is a meteoroid.
You gotta
Uh,
dodge that or take 2, right?
I have one event. It's an ever vigilant, which is not awesome. Okay, one,
I
two.
think you just sort of let this one ride even.
No, I'm just calculating what I need because I can just bring out an art student and get the clue. There's no reason for me not to test this.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy crap. I'm going to discard each event from my hand. All right. Daniel, do you mind? Oh, then I'm going to move the evidence deck down here. So I draw the top card of the evidence deck for all of that. Captain Burr. Exploration of the ship's logs determined it was the captain of the Nostalgia 2, Arnold Burr, who initiated the quarantine when the threat first emerged. Knowing that the captain must have been at an access point when the orders were set, and that the hatches leading to the possible access points have not been opened since then, you deduce that the captain must still be human. So, your Captain Burr
He's a good guy.
is a good guy.
Okay.
Daniel, do you mind spending 2 clues, please?
I don't.
Let's draw the next card of the evidence deck. Adam Tanner. You decipher a human heat signature that Nostalgia 2's computer mainframe was able to keep track during the events of the phenomenon. The heat signature corresponds to the astrobiologist on the ship, Adam Tanner. It appears that he was busy tending to the plants by himself when the quarantine was put into effect, and has not been in any physical contact with anyone else, proving his humanity. Adam Tanner is not an imitation. Wouldn't it be so damn funny if none of them were imitations?
I'm wondering, dude, if something makes them imitations, like the next agenda card. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'm dropping an art student and picking up a clue. Like, there's going to be, what, 1 or 2 bad ones?
or none, or the last agenda turns them all into invitations.
It has flat out told us don't bring an invitation on board. That's telling me there's an invitation in this deck.
And you shuffled that, right?
Yeah, dude, you just drew them.
Oh, why did I just draw them?
I don't know, but I'm not going to read them.
I'm not reading them. I'm bringing them back here. There they are. Did not see them. All right. Is that us?
Plus, if we did this one last, we would have put a bunch of these underneath the scenario reference card and not been able to read them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So as it is, there's one person we're going to be unaware of. That is us.
All right. Upkeep.
That's good to see.
Olive McBride or a cat burglar. Huh.
The cat burglar.
The cat burglar is key.
After the hell you went through, yep. Sorry to Alpha Game, but take the damn cat burglar.
Now I need to take some money, which I don't have any of.
All right. What are we at for Doom? 2?
We are at 2, my friend.
Okay. My card is scrambled. That just surges because there's no scanning deck. Call of the Void. Surge. Can't be cancelled or ignored. If there are 3 or more tally marks under Impending Doom, shuffle to set aside the Feaster from a far enemy into the scanning deck, then remove Call of the Void from the game. Okay, that just surges. Glad that's not a thing. Mimic. Okay, here we go. The bad news is this is going to soak 2 actions. The good news is I have a Vicious Blow in my hand. All right, so I have to do my thing. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a 6 on a 4. Sure. -1.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay. What's your card?
That's my card.
My card is Another's Woe. I feel like we've seen that before. I'll put it next to the other one.
Tetsuo Mori left play.
Which meant what?
We would have had to advance.
Well, you're right.
Or
so let's advance.
Wait, did he die this turn? Or the turn
He
before?
died last turn when there was another one there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he died when it mattered.
Okay. Which means we have 2 turns left.
Okay.
The scanning deck is empty, but not the evidence deck. Put the top card of the evidence deck under the scenario reference card. Flip this agenda back to Agenda 3A. We have just lost another clue.
Okay. But we know who to get out of here with.
Well, we only need 1 clue.
Understood, but like we know who to get out of here with.
Yeah, I think we can get 1 more. Well, never say never. Do you mind if I have an enemy? Do you mind if I go just to see if?
No, I don't mind at all, and I don't see any reason for me to like sit in the flight deck forever. I'm gonna run down to the.
Well, I'm thinking if we play this right, if all goes to plan, I can do this thing and then meet you in the hydroponics, and we could just do that thing and then get the hell out of here next turn.
That's fine.
All right, let's see if this works. All right, I'm gonna Vicious Blow. What are we hitting for? We're hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am going to be 1 clue short. Possibly.
Well, should I go first in case I accidentally get something from the flight deck?
Sure.
All right.
I'll
Because
just
what I can do is just hit myself for 2 horror. and get the clues.
Okay, you could do that.
So let me go first, okay?
Sure. Actually,
And our goal is to meet in hydroponics, right?
our goal is to meet in hydroponics.
Okay. And I have 4 actions.
Do you specifically have to take that, or can you send it to an ally?
Pretty sure I can send it
Oh,
to an
it's the
ally.
investigator.
Yeah, each investigator, meaning I can spread it around as I want. It's not direct.
Deal 2 horror to each investigator at this location.
Right. Is an
Okay.
investigator us and all of our stuff?
You know what? It's because it's worded differently than the normal templating. Normally it says
I
each.
feel
Yeah.
like I can give it to whoever, right?
I think you can if you just reword it.
Okay. So I see no reason to even try to get these clues. Do you? I have no way. Like, if I try to get him naturally,
No, I say horror yourself out. Catherine brought up a really good point.
what was that?
What if they're only imitations if you don't uncover the evidence?
That's interesting. Yeah. All right. So we need to get this last card. So I'm going to horror myself up.
Okay.
And I'm going to give 1 to Captain Burr and 1 to Leo DeLuca. Okay.
Okay.
That's thing 1. Thing 2 is to head down to the infirmary. Is there anything you need to do here? I don't have contamination on anybody. 3 at hydroponics. Do you agree?
Yep.
Okay. And then I will take $1.
All right.
And then I will switch to Rogue. So now you have all the juice you need.
Okay. I just did. So I'm hitting for a 7. 7 on a 3. Third auto fail. I have not been able to hit this thing once.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is what, 7 damage that I auto failed on? Okay, you
Can
know what?
you
This is what we're
can you
gonna do.
evade? Can you evade? Leave him there. Who gives well,
I'm not spending an
you
action
need
to evade. Did you get those clues? You got the clues, right?
yes.
So please spend them. I'm taking an attack of opportunity, taking a
Okay.
damage, and then the dog is taking a damage, and I'm putting 1 on him to
Okay.
draw the top card of this deck. Although the medical robot Mudbug is not fully sentient, whatever is corrupting the vessel could still have infected its systems and infiltrate aboard your ship. Thankfully, the Nostalgia 2 Central Mainframe's antivirus programs are able to confirm that none of the medical robot systems have been corrupted. Mudbug is not an imitation.
I'm really liking Catherine's theory
Yeah. I'm going to take another attack of opportunity.
to
Do I?
move to me.
Yeah. Do I have to exhaust this? No, I just have to spend a supply. All right. And then 1, 2, 3. That was my third action. So I say we do this. There's no clues.
Yep.
Oh, I can't do it. You have to do it because
Why?
I don't have 3 or fewer sanity. You do.
You can still trigger the thing.
I do not have fewer than 3 sanity remaining. I cannot trigger that.
I just drew it.
Yeah, now I really can't trigger that. It's fine. I can't move anyway. So at the beginning of your turn, you'll trigger it, and we're done.
We're not done.
Well, as soon as we just have to move once and get out.
We have to send everyone else out.
Yeah, we get to do that for free.
All right. Well, is there any way you can get a little more loco?
Without spending any actions? Nope. I keep drawing the enemies that do damage, not horror.
Well, maybe you'll get lucky on a treachery draw.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
enemy
monster
phase.
phase. You get hit for 2 damage.
The bandages go away. I will take an extra 1 on the guard dog, and he takes an additional damage. Okay.
Okay. Then it's upkeep.
Calling in favors. Love it.
take shortcut.
Should have
Okay,
one
we are
doom.
now at 1 doom of 3.
Rats? Totally fine.
Pale blue dot. If I leave it, it'll take a horror. You know what? Guess what? I think I'm okay. So it's us, yeah?
Yeah. Would you like to trigger that ability?
I'm trying to figure out a way to make you go bonkers.
No, you don't have to. You just have to trigger it.
No, but I need you to have 3 or fewer
No, you
sanity left.
don't. The person who does the action has to do it.
No, I understand that, but like, do we each get a memory then?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
The trigger
all right.
is you have less than 3.
Well, I
Oh,
do.
hang on. It's fewer. Yeah. No, you don't. You have 3.
Yeah, I'm psychotic.
Fewer than
I'm
3.
borderline. I've. Wait, what?
It's fewer
I
than
need to read
3.
this. Fewer than 3 sanity remaining.
Yep.
So 2?
Yeah.
So I can't do this?
You can't because you've been throwing all your sanity on your allies.
Oh, I. Okay. 3 or fewer, I guess, is different from fewer than 3. Good God. Well, if we were not stupid and I read that, I wouldn't have put that 1 on Leo
Or Burr. Just take it.
or Bert, whatever. I'm
Oh,
crazy.
you're right. You're right, Catherine. That mimic actually dealt me horror.
Why? Why did the mimic deal you horror?
Because I have things in my discard pile.
He
I
deals horror equal to the sanity value of the top. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I am loco. So yeah, I'm at 4.
You're totally insane.
And now you're at 4. I did that last turn. We're good. We're awesome.
You lost your mind.
I have lost my mind.
All right. Do you need any help or can I leave?
I don't need help.
Okay. I'll do 1 here. That'll be my Leo move. And then I'll pitch everyone in front of me out the airlock and then myself.
So sorry, you're putting Mudbug and Burr.
I'm putting and Sophie and
No.
we don't know about those two, do we?
No, we don't. Leave them here.
I'm putting Mudbug and Burr out the door.
Okay.
And myself.
And you resign.
And I resign.
Okay. So because you resigned, you remove the crew story assets you have from the game. So Sophie and Archer have been removed from the game. Okay. I'm going to trigger attacks of opportunity to move, dealing all of this mimic's damage to the guard dog. And the horror
And he
value
also
2.
does horror, right?
The horror as well. The guard dog takes 2. It's the upgraded one. So he is gone. And I will take the damage. No, my lovely assistant will, because that's what she does. She is just there for me. And I'm going to send these 2 out on their way and then leave. Resign.
Lord. All right. Read us a story then, man, on the act. Ooh, there's an act 3.
There's an act 3? Hold up. No, just R1. Just R1. If you
So
we don't read any of this.
We don't read any of
The only,
okay.
Thank you for putting this on. If you advance this act through the agenda 3B, which is the only way to get here, that is awesome.
So we're
apparently
R1.
We are R1.
Good Lord. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You barely made it out of the madhouse alive. The horrors you've seen of what remains of the crew is almost too much for you to handle. If there are no crew story assets in the victory display, proceed directly to Resolution 5. But Mike, I believe you're saying that there are
Yeah.
crew assets. Okay. If there are crew story assets in the victory display, look at the story cards that are under the scenario reference card, but do not read them. For each of the story cards, reveal one random chaos token from the chaos bag. I'll let you do that.
Okay. So, oh, I see what we're doing. Okay. So we have two here. We have Sophie and Archers. So we'll start with Sophie.
Okay.
So Daniel,
Yeah.
here I'm gonna, since I have it on view, I'm going to reveal a chaos token for
Yep.
Sophie.
Okay, go ahead. What'd you get?
Is a -1.
Okay.
This thing is an imitation.
Yeah,
Sophie is an
she's an
imitation.
imitation of the entity, whatever that
Yes.
means. Okay.
Okay. And now we do Michael's. Is an
Okay.
imitation.
They're both imitations.
Yes. If any of the crew story assets that are imitations are in the victory display, no, none of them are.
Okay.
So we go to resolution 3.
All right. You managed to save some of the crew, and they mourned the loss for several days. Thankfully, none of the crew members you have brought aboard was an imitation. Over time, they describe how the madness only began a few days after they decoded a transmission from Earth, a cryptic poem. Let the dawn surmise what we shall do when this blue starlight dies and all is through. You believe this poem must be what the cultists were after, but it is meaningless to you and doesn't help you uncover the coordinates of the fragment. Hmm. You finally deliver the remaining crew to a service station in the Martian orbit, and the survivors thank you once more for saving them and bid farewell. Despite all, you must leave this behind and look forward toward another lead. Mike, record in our campaign log that we have rescued the remaining crew of the Nostalgia 2.
Awesome. Yeah.
Mike, add one tally under Impending Doom in our campaign log.
Okay.
Then add an additional tally mark for every 2 crew story assets removed from the game, attached to the entity or in the scanning deck.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's one more, right?
Nope. Oh, removed from the game. Even if they were entities? Just want to double check that.
Yeah, I'm confused a little bit by that.
Nope, it's still a crew story card. Yeah, got it. Okay, so yes, that is 2 on Impending Doom.
2 total do, right? Each investigator earns extra XP equal to the Victor X, which isn't a lot.
I think it's 1.
Yeah. I might be banking that.
Yeah, we got 1 from this one.
Okay. I didn't see a lot out there as possible. Well, wait, no. Aren't all the crew that we rescued victory?
Oh, you're right.
So that's at least 4, right?
Da-da-da-da. Okay, so we have 5 total.
Okay.
That's better. That's way better.
Then we return to search for fragment on page 10, Mike.
Well, I chose the last one, Daniel.
Did you?
Yeah, and
All
that's
right.
because you felt really bad making me watch that play.
Oh, right. I don't feel bad about it anymore. Mike, we're going to Strange Moons. Trace 3. The Tatterdemalion appears to have landed on one of Saturn's moons several times in the past few years. The ship's log record these operations as negotiations. Note that this is particularly strange. There are no known human outposts as far as the solar system. You could pay a visit to these coordinates to figure out what these negotiations consist of. So we're going to page 16, Strange Moons. And there you have it, folks.
Strange Moons.
Strange Moons.
Well, that was wild.
5 XP, eh? All right.
Yeah, indeed.
Woo!
Indeed.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you to everyone in chat. Oh, boy. Uh, Will. He says unreliable narrators are the best narrators. Isn't it thematic? It's because none of us have played this before.
So wait, we're the unreliable narrators?
Because we don't know what we're doing. We keep, yeah. you know,
Yeah, well,
playing this for
that's
the first time. Catherine, thank you so much. You saved the campaign.
tough and fair. Thank you, Catherine.
Yep. And I suppose thank you, Steve, for for trolling Daniel.
Wait, he trolled me?
Yeah, he said you were cheating, and then he said that we're both very suspicious, and we should both be sent out of the airlock.
Well, you tell him the next time I'm supposed to research someone, I might take an extra week.
All right, folks. Now I am gone next week. Whatever Daniel does is up to him. I'm on vacation,
Yep.
but then I will be back in 2 weeks' time, and we will go to Strange Moons. Until then, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Lots of fun movies. I got to go see Event Horizon again.
Good night,
Okay.
all.
Good night.